Welcome back, my faithful legionaries, to another awesome episode of GTA 5. We are doing a really fun one today, as you can tell behind us. That is our awesome machine that we're looking at today. It is none other than the GTA 5 Batman vs Superman mod for this game. No, fuck that shit. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, my faithful legionaries, to another episode of GTA 5 mod review / showcases. Today we are doing an absolute fun one of my personal favourites, next to another personal favourite, followed by another personal favourite, all in one episode. But we're not going to be reviewing the suit today. We are just going to be looking at the Batman vs Superman Batmobile itself from Dawn of Justice. Now, first of all, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it really does help us out. If you're viewing this on Patreon, because that is where we are posting it first, thank you for your support there. And if you're seeing it on YouTube and you're subscribing, growing our legion, thank you for your support there as well, because we are absolutely trying our best to pump out good episodes so you guys have something to enjoy. Now, moving on with the episode, to say the least, this vehicle is absolutely stunning, and we are going to put it straight into the cinematic mode, so that way you guys can have a very, well, cinematic mode, observation mode I should put it. Now, this is an absolute stunner of a vehicle. It does what it says on the tin. It is a Batman vs Superman BBS Batmobile, and it comes with everything. The guns work, even the little nozzles actually fire like when it's shooting, so that way it articulates. That's the word I'm looking for. It articulates. Now, everything on it is practically functional. There is a couple things that it doesn't come with, but that's okay, because I'm guessing there's just logistics that just doesn't quite spew over into games. So, things that do work: we got the moving tires. They move independently of themselves. The guns move and rotate. They don't rotate unless you are in the missile configuration, like switch to missiles. It won't rotate the guns, but the guns do fire, and the little nozzle things fire as well. It doesn't have the good old flares that you see in BBS, but that's okay as well. Another thing that's not functional on it are the fins. Now that is okay, the stabilizing fins. I'm not too fussed about that. I mean, it'd be cool if they did work. I haven't seen them work properly yet, but that's alright. Next thing, the main little booster thingamajiggy, afterburner, I guess you could call that, doesn't work in this particular model. I'm okay with that, because we get some other afterburners. These two right here are another pair of afterburners. Also, the tires aren't as thick as well. That is something you could kind of overlook, I guess. I mean, I suppose there is a way to make them bigger. I'm not 100% sure, so I haven't really looked into it that much. I'm quite just happy to actually have this on the channel and in my GTA. Another thing that does work on it is it does have an open canopy, which is awesome. Everyone loves an open working canopy. Another thing it doesn't have is the little grapple that pops out of there in BBS. I think it's right around here. That's okay as well. I mean, I suppose you don't really need a grapple to be going around GTA, but it would have been cool, a nice little feature. Now, without any other ado, we will get inside the actual driver's seat. There we go. You got the Ben Affleck Bat symbol logo there, which I don't think I would personally have in my Batmobile. If we ever get big enough and I'm able to actually get one built, I will actually get one built and feature it on the channel quite often if we ever get to that point. But I don't think I'll have that. I think I'll have something else there. Probably the logo for the channel I might put there or something like that. That'd be me. We got all the bells and whistles you'd expect to have in the Batmobile. It looks pretty much exactly what if I remember correctly how it looks. Or you're just missing a Superman right there to tear off the top of the canopy. But I don't think it'll happen in this. And that is about it on the aesthetics of the thing. Also, it could use a little bit more detailing on the actual paint job kind of thing, because I don't think this version has actually been updated in a long time. But I will leave the link for both ways to get this particular Batmobile in your game. There's two ways of getting it. There is the good old mod itself, and then it comes, and there's another version which is the way I got it, which is easier, and it is a mod pack. You get all the Batmobiles, get that thing over there too, which you'll see that eventually. You get a pack of stuff. You get the Batmobile, you get the Batpod, you get the Tumbler, you get a whole bunch of other ones, which we will be touching on in later episodes, so that way we have some more episodes. We will also be reviewing this too, our very first skin for GTA, and I will be touching on some flaws and some good touches on it. It has some flaws, at least it does in my game. It has some bugs, but that's okay. Now, I believe it is time to hop inside the Batmobile itself and drive it around so you, my legionnaires, can have a very good look. So look, here we go. Now, the canopy does open and close. It does tend to have a little glitch fit every now and then. Unfortunately, I'm not going to show off the cannon. It has a problem of bugging out my game in certain areas, but it does work and it sounds awesome. Now, another flaw as well. It's nothing to do with the car itself a little bit, but it doesn't sound like the BBS Batmobile, because if you remember that, it sounds really cool. It doesn't sound like that, but it does still sound beastly, as you can tell. Now, the reason we're out here instead of in town, the town seems to also bug out my game a lot as well. I try to avoid the town as much as possible, even when I'm playing the game, unless the mission requires it. So, let's get some speed going, eh? Boop. Hello, buddy. There we go. Let's get some speed up. There we go. I really do hope that one day, whoa, we get big enough that I can actually purchase one of these and drive it around my local city as Batman. I will actually full on suit up. There'll be a full episode on it too. There we go. Just as I said, it starts collecting out the game. So just thought I'd give it a test, see if it would, and it almost did. So we're not going to do that again. But we will drive around, because that is the whole point of this particular vehicle. Put it in a bit of a... There we go. How about that? Whoop! Off the road. Woohoo!
No way!
But yes, this machine really does go, and if you want it in your game, the links to all the mods will be in the description below, as per usual. So now we'll put it into auto drive and put it into some cinematic mode, so you guys, my legionnaires, can have a good look at it. Enjoy. Gotta love that little afterburner effect that kicks out there. There we go. Nicely done. And in the ditch we go. There we come. Now the suspension is also fully functional, as you could tell there. The other thing also, the lights are obviously fully functional, if you can tell there. There we go. You got headlights and whatnot. Now the reason why they're still on for me is because I have them turned on permanently, which I will eventually get them turned off. I just leave them on. There we go. See, functioning canopy. I leave them on for a good picture or two, but and then I just forget to turn them off. So Legionnaires, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as it really does help us out. It is one small click for you, but for us here at the Legion, it is something massive. If you want this awesome model in your game, I will leave in the description the links to where you can get both versions of it. I would recommend going the pack because it is easier to install, and the link to our Patreon will be in the description below as per usual as well, because we are starting to post there first. So if you are there and you've seen this there first, thank you for being one of our awesome subscribers on Patreon. If you're new to the Legion on YouTube, that is A-OK as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode because there's many more to come. So we will see you in the next one.